Hail, brothers and sisters! My name is Captain Meatshield, and welcome back to The Last Door. We're making a start on Chapter 3. Yes, I know, let's begin! Come on. Yes, we know the previously. Let's just get on with it. I want to get right in. I want to find out what's happened. For 3 days, you must wait. Whoa. Okay. Who am I? Am I still Wakefield? You don't look like him. Alone amongst these dead stones. What are you doing? Ooh. Okay. Put your hand in the flame. Only then will you be ready. Ooh. How delightfully eerie. Entering through the last door, going beyond the veil to complete your journey. Mr. Ashdown. Ashdown? Is that a name that we've heard before? I can't remember. I feel like it might be. H.A. Is H.A. going to be Ashdown? I don't know. Don't know what his first name is. Guess we're going to find out, though. Tick-tock. I think I can remember. It's terrible screech. But it was not that of an animal. There was something human in it. A desperate cry for forgiveness. Oh, okay. What the fuck's going on? Where am I? What am I doing? Hello? Fuck. Okay. What the bloody hell is going on? Oh God. Well then, they found me on the beach, unconscious. Now we're back as Wakefield, I think, clutching the piece of wood that had saved me from drowning. When at last I awoke, the letter was waiting on my table. Lieber Wakefield, I write this letter in my last moments of lucidity. I have not received word from you since I regained consciousness, but I am confident that you will soon return with information that is crucial to our investigation. The bravery that you demonstrated in the face of these latest discoveries is worthy of my most sincere admiration. Thank you, Johann. I must now ask you for yet more courage. The doctors were unable to determine the cause of my sudden illness, nor have they found a cure. I have not much time left. My greatest regret is that I must abandon you to the difficult tasks that lie ahead. I implore you to persevere, now that we are so close to finding an answer. The professor's documents were filled with references to a place of dark legend. The Chronomedion, I think, I don't know. An ancient sanctuary on the island of Ellis Mor. The exact location of the Chronomedion has been lost, but the professor believes that secrets may explain why his experiments met with such disastrous results. You must find this place, my friend. I do not need to remind you to exercise the utmost discretion. I have complete trust in you. Holy shit. Always your friend, Johann Kaufmann. Oh man, Kaufmann died! No! Oh. Wakefield really is all on his own now. Oh, damn. Alright. Let's wander through the streets of London. With Kaufmann gone, I found myself lost. My life suddenly devoid of meaning. It was as though my friend had written a letter to a person who no longer existed. Weeks passed, maybe months. I did not count the time, but the day came when I realized there was no other option. To honor my friend's memory, I had to keep looking. I had to find Jeremiah DeWitt. Yes, we do. We need to finish this. We need to get this done, wherever he was. Okay, is this the island of Ellis Mor? Yes, I can see the island in the distance. Ellis Mor. Well, let's get a little closer than the distance, please. Let's get us ashore. Season 2, Episode 3, The Reunion. And here we are, the island of Ellis Mor. Thank you very much. Ellis Mor. According to Kaufmann's letter, the legendary Krone Maiden can be found here. As Kaufmann emphasized, I must exercise discretion. For all I know, the playwright is watching. Oh, we need to be careful then. Let's go and ask him some questions. When will you be back? Tomorrow at first light, probably. I'll be delivering supplies and the mail. I will see you then. Okay. Ooh, hello. Who are you? Good evening. Visiting? I hope you enjoy your stay. Well, I'll certainly try. Good evening. My name is Wakefield, and I have just arrived on the island. You ought to speak with Lord Donnan, then. I beg your pardon? Lord Donnan. You should see him. Okay. Maybe I should. Good evening. Welcome to Ellis Mor. Right. Who are you? Excuse me. A visitor. Visitors are most welcome in Ellis Mor. Yes, they are. Alright then, that's good to know. Let's actually go and have a look at this little village then. Ooh. Look a little bit run down. You might want to get somebody to fix that gate for you. What is this? The wisdom of silence. Hello? Nothing. Okay. What's this? An abandoned wheel. A peculiar cog is attached to it. Well, I guess that's going to come in handy. Based on the cog's workmanship, it looks like it was part of a complex industrial mechanism, but someone has tried to fit it crudely onto that broken bicycle wheel. How on earth did it come to be in a village like this? I'm sure there's some suspicious, shady nonsense going on that we're going to have to peer in through some windows to find out. Okay. Well, is there anybody there? No. Alright, Wakefield, where are we going to go? We're going to start wandering. I think that's what we need to do. Oh, hello. Excuse me, are you Mr. Wakefield? I am. I have a message from Lord Donnan. Lord Donnan? To our most recent visitor, Mr. Wakefield. It is customary in Ellis Mor to welcome strangers with hospitality. I should be honoured if you would accept this invitation to join me at my manor for dinner and amiable conversation. Your new friend, Lord Donnan. I am rather suspicious of this familiarity. But okay. That seems to be where we need to go. Is this going to lead the way? I have a feeling it might be. Oh, okay, maybe not. What is all this? The faint smell of fish and potatoes is drifting through the shutter. The fish smells slightly rotten. You don't want to go and pick any of that up. You have a habit of picking up weird things, Wakefield. What is all this? The gate leads to the village graveyard. It is closed and locked. Let's go and play around with everybody's doors, shall we? Ah, right, okay, that's how we get to the map. Donnan Manor. Or Donnan. I'm not sure what that accent does to an A. Ooh. Very nice place. Well, Dr. Wakefield, you are here on holiday then? Yes, indeed. I've come to enjoy a rest somewhere far from the stresses of city life. I see. Well, if it's distractions you've come looking for, you've chosen the right time of year for it. These days we celebrate a very special tradition of our kin. Something unique. We call it the Festival of Reunion. Fascinating. May I ask, what does it entail? According to tradition, for the next 3 nights the spirits of reunion leave the confines of the other side and roam the hills of Ellis Mor. We wear costumes and masks so that the spirits will not recognize us and make us the targets of their mischief. Certain rites take place too. But I should not bore you with the details. You shall have occasion to see for yourself. Well, that sounds nice, doesn't it? It seems like some of this shady bollocks to do with all of this weird veil stuff and the last door and everything probably originates from here. Is there anything interesting that I could be looking at? Or do I just have to keep chatting with you? Okay, let's have a chat about things. Do these panels on the wall represent a classical theme? I cannot seem to place it. They are the panels of the first king of Ellis Mor. In the days of the Druids, we worshipped the great god Luch, and our kings did right by those beliefs. Well, I cannot help noticing this remarkable mosaic. It looks authentic. Yes, it is, although some historians might disagree. We believe that this manor was built atop an ancient Roman villa. In our traditions, the double serpent represents a sentinel that protects us from the terrible threat hidden within itself. More riddles. Yippee. The statue is remarkable. May I ask what it represents? It is Luch Lamphara. Where the hell are they getting these names from? A hero and high king of our myths. Well, you seem to be knowledgeable about Ellis Mor's folklore. I should very much like to learn about the island's history in more detail. It is true that we in Ellis Mor cleave to the ancient traditions. We haven't lost touch like some of those on the mainland. But I am no expert. If you're really interested, you should go talk to Miss Foster. Please forgive my indiscretion, but do you consider yourself a religious man, Dr. Wakefield? What should we say to this? Yes or no? I'm going to answer out of my own personal thing, or personal statement, and say no. No, I do not. You seem so certain. Might I ask why? I'm a man of science. My only faith is the belief that all phenomena can be explained through rational inquiry. Everything else is mere superstition, a result of fear of the unknown. I see. Let us take a walk by the lake. From there we can see the beauty of the island as we talk, and be the better for it. Okay. The marsh in this valley is, for simpletons, a wellspring of frightful tales. The educated among us enjoy the tales as little more than distractions, knowing us safe from those visions. We know these stories to be nothing but superstition. But how can we be so sure that in the dense mist that emanates from the stagnant water, we may not find passages to other worlds? What if the wails that drift from the reeds in the darkest of nights are the songs of those from our worst nightmares? Many of the gods that men worshipped for millennia now lie buried in the common grave of oblivion. In Ellis Mor, we keep our traditions alive. Oh, they change just as the times do, but they always keep their essence. They are our roots, Doctor. I must now take my leave, as my presence is required to start the rites of reunion. Feel free to continue your walk on your own. The village can be found just beyond those hills. As I mentioned earlier, you may wish to speak with Miss Foster. She is something of a resident expert on Ellis Mor's history. She can often be found working late at the school, the building right across from the quay. Oh, it has been a pleasure meeting you. And you. You seem like quite a reasonable chap. Farewell, Dr. Wakefield. It has been a pleasure, Lord Donnan. Accent over his name changed places. But, yeah, with regards to the whole kind of religious side of things, when he was talking about the kind of folklore and finding out all of the stuff, stuff to do with, like, folklore and tales and superstitions, and having faith in something or other, that's something I've never really had a problem with. I've found a lot of people, when it comes down to their own personal faith, it can often be a source of strength for them, which is not something to be disregarded. If it works for them in that way, then it works, and all the more power to them. But personally, for me, it's not something that I believe, and, I've got religious people in my family, some of whom are very close, and, they don't bother me with their beliefs, and I don't bother them with mine. We're quite content to just keep doing our thing in our own way, and I think that's the way it should be. Anyway, an old barrel lies stranded on the shore. A painted label reads mineral oil. It is sealed. Okay, am I going to have to break that open at some point? The water of the marsh is murky and dark. Indeed it is. Let's have a wander around this way, see what we find. Itchy nose. Okay, there's nothing around this way. Never mind. Okay, let's get back to the village then, I think. Go and find this Miss Foster. Aha. Bloody hell, if we were all the way over there, we've gone one hell of a bloody long walk. Okay, was it hills? Is that where I am now? Yes, it is. I don't know if I've completely finished exploring all this, so I'm going to wander around for a little bit longer. See if there's anything else to look at. Hi! What's up with you guys? Excuse me. Nothing. Hi. What are you drawing? Oh, no. Click the wrong thing. What are you drawing on the ground? It is a symbol, not a drawing. A symbol? What does it mean? It's the final truth that will protect us from the marsh dwellers, but we're not allowed to say its name out loud. The marsh dwellers? Who are they? They're scary. My Aunt Kathleen says they were really bad people. You'd never see them, but you'd hear them in the reeds. They try to take you in there with them. That's why we can't come here alone. We always have to take someone with us. Okay. I'll leave you to it. You have fun with your symbols. There's a big hole in the ground. We had one of those in the last episode. A huge hole lies in front of me. An ominous, chilling draft issues from within that sends shivers down my spine and makes me very uneasy. To a superstitious mind, it might seem like a passage to another world. Yeah. I'm just hoping that there's no Sarlacc down there. This place appears to be the remnants of an ancient temple to some unknown deity. Oh, what the bloody hell that noise was. Okay. Never mind, we'll move on. We'll go back to the village, see if we can find this Miss Foster. Okay, was it? I'm presuming it was the... Oh, hang on. The graveyard open? I believe so. Ever poke about around here? What's all this? Small mausoleum. The door has a small slot. I might be able to peer through. Ooh. Inside, a candle provides dim light. I can make out a statue of a hooded man. I can also hear someone whispering. Is that really a statue? No, I can't die yet. Not without knowledge. Is it so terribly unthinkable to truly understand the gods? How can we live only on faith? No, shut up. Knowledge is what I pursue, not faith nor assumptions. No, no man can face death believing there is nothing on the other side. Yes, you are right. Now I understand. That was interesting, I think. You guys all seem to be rather interesting. Hope I'm not bothering or intruding. Ooh, okay. Some sort of... You digging up graves? Please don't throw me in. I believe they were burying mirrors in a hole in the ground. What a peculiar tradition. It is a bit odd. Are mirrors the gateway? Okay, I can go through there, but let's have a look in here first. Ah, this must be the school, and I believe you... Yeah, let's just rummage through the bin. It is a child's drawing. It seems to be a village, a lake, and some sort of creature. Looks like a dragon to me. Set the houses on fire. It must be Miss Foster. Are you? Good evening. To what do I owe the pleasure? I'm a busy woman, as you can see. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I have come to Ellis Mor to rest for a while. Lord Donnan said that I might find you here. Have you met Lord Donnan? It's been so long since I have seen him here in the village. I hope he is well. I can't read that, and I'm not going to try. Welcome to Ellis Mor. So, you have not seen Lord Donnan lately? As far as I know, no one has seen him since... Well, it's been a few weeks. Now that the festival has started, maybe he'll be motivated to join us in the village. Did something happen a few weeks ago? Oh, it's sure it was truly terrible. Kieran, his only child, disappeared without a trace. He went off to play in the hills and just vanished. No one has seen him since. Good Lord. And you say he has not been found yet? How is that possible? We all searched the island, but he was nowhere to be found. Have you tried looking in the massive hole? Maybe. What can you tell me about Kieran's disappearance? Just that he was a restless child who loved exploring deserted areas. You might learn more from his classmates. His desk was in the back corner. Okay then. Well, what can you tell me about this curious festival? Well, it takes place when the constellation Reunion is visible in the sky. On those nights, dark things and spirits ride the winds that travel across the hills. As you may have already seen, at sunset the villagers don masks. They do this so that the spirits will not know them or carry them away to the depths of their underground caves. There was a group of masked people at the graveyard. Was that part of the festival? Yes, that was one of the first rites of the reunion, a very important one. As I said, people dress up to protect themselves from those that will come, but this is not enough. Since the mirrors they have looked into while changing know their identities, they bury them next to the old Fairnog. The roots of this tree grow in both worlds at the same time, so they keep the witness mirrors safe. Okay, seems a bit weird, but okay. And Lord Donnan said you're an expert in the island's folklore. He said that, did he? Well, I wouldn't call myself an expert now, but I've lived here in Ellis Mor longer than most, and I've heard my fair share of stories about the other side and its people. Might I ask you a question, Miss Foster? Yes, of course. Do you know the meaning of the word Crone Maiden? Yes. It's a very unusual word. Very much indeed. The Crone Maiden is the sanctuary of the Crooked One. It's a cursed place, the dwelling of the devil. I recall it from the tales that I heard as a child. Well, of course, our elders only made up those tales to scare us and protect us from harm. Can you tell me the story of the Crone Maiden? All right. There is a hole in the ground up in the hills, not too far from the village. A hole so dark and deep you'd not see the end. Folks around here believe there lies an old serpent at its depths, ravenous for flesh, the Crooked One. Long ago our ancestors threw livestock into the pit in the hope of placating the Crooked One's hunger, though that tradition has not been practiced for some time, so perhaps it would be best if you did not approach the hole. I've already been. I had a good look right down in it. It is said that the last heir of the Lady once defied the Crooked One by approaching the rim with an iron amulet in her hand. It is general knowledge that beings from the other side detest iron, so the cursing and shouting of the young Lady received no immediate answer. But a few nights later, the Ladesend, I can't pronounce these fucking names anymore. The Ladesend house was consumed in a horrific blaze, putting an end to the old family. Well, I must leave now. It's been a pleasure. The pleasure was mine. enjoy your time on Ellis Mor. Well, I will certainly do my best. But I think I'm going to leave this episode off here. This has been quite an interesting start to Chapter 3. Lots of weird, shady business going on, and yeah, we're going to be getting right into the middle of some old island traditions. So this could prove to be an interesting chapter, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to have in store for us. So I will leave this episode off here, and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Let's Plays or metal covers from me, you can check out the playlists that are on the channel, and you can follow the links in the description below to follow me on social medias. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Come on, fire! And dead. Right, can I find some more fuel, please? I could really do with it. Oh god, there's a giant floating muffin.